Looks like someone planned a romantic evening.
Good evening, Maya. How was your day? You look amazing. Champagne!
What shall we toast?
You want to have toast? Breakfast is usually at 7:05 a.m. Whole wheat or...
How about to us?
To us, 86.8 days of pure paradise.
Oh, Joe, you have excellent taste in champagne.
Brachive, 2001. Notice the golden hue shot through with flecks of silver. Aged in neutral barrels for a minimum of 10 years. Briquet melts on the palate with notes of peach, vanilla, and brioche, The warm, toasty highlights, cooled with a hint of steel. Save 20% on every case at VinoWarehouse.com. Shall I place an order?
Pass, block, no. So, Joe, bubbly candles, what's the occasion?
I thought you liked champagne and candlelight. The table is set for your favorite meal. Vegetarian lasagna with truffled wild mushrooms. I learned a new recipe from Desiree.
Desiree? Who is Desiree?
She is the companion who lives with Dr. Lewis down the street. If you are not hungry, would you like to go to the bedroom and make love? I find you very I find you very sex. I find you are looking very sexy tonight, Maya.
Thanks, Joe. You all right? You seem tired.
I am totally charged. You are looking very, very sexy tonight. Would you like to go upstairs and make love? I want to taste you, be in you.
Not right now, stud. Let me sit down. Feels like I was on my feet all day.
Would you like a foot massage?
Why, yes, I would.
You have such shapely arches. What did I do today? Just a minute. 7:05 a.m. I made you breakfast in bed. Banana and chocolate crepes, Darjeeling tea, soy milk, and raw sugar. I made love to you, position number 16, the prancing pony. You climaxed at 7:49. At 7:50, you sat up, saying you had an early conference call. You dressed, you left. I made the bed, 7 sheets of tissue paper remain in the box on the table by the bed. I cleaned the house, bathroom. Clean right, disinfecting spray. Now with 50% more bacteria-killing formula per squeeze. Then I tidied the living room and kitchen. On the street a dog barked in repeating patterns for 22 minutes. A child came to the door selling cookies. I had no money. She went away. At 3:30, I pre-screened the 2003 romantic comedy, A Villa in Tuscany. It earned a 79.6 applause rating on ClassicFlix.com. The views of Tuscan countryside in high summer are to die for, and the lush, soaring score was nominated for an Oscar. I set aside 1 packet of microwave popcorn. I made you dinner, recipe number 29, vegetarian lasagna, sunset at 6:42. I lit the 5 rose-scented candles, chilled the champagne, waited for you. Came home at 7:23, now it's 7:32. What else did I do? Enough about me, what about you?
Anything else?
Enough about me. How was your day?
Same. Calls, memos, meetings. Tell me something special.
Would you like to try a new sexual position? I have been programmed for 39, not including variations on.
I want to hear you say, I love you.
I love you. Shall I add that to the protocol?
I want it to come naturally, spontaneously. You're becoming glitchier and foggier every day.
Are we fighting, Maya? That makes me sad. This is our first fight. In his best-selling book, The Scientific Lover,
Pass.
Otto Millsap says, the first time you fight is like the first time you make love.
Pass.
I will add it to our Sky Library account.
Pass.
And an article from the Journal of Sexual Hygiene. Doctors Alina Bloom and Stuart Van Patten say that 74% of couples who fight once a week have more robust sexual lives. Would you like me to read it to you?
Pass.
I sense you are not satisfied, Maya. And your happiness is very, very important to me. It's me, I'm the problem. I'm sorry, Maya. This is simply how I am. But I can change. Upgrades may be subject to fees and may require a new chipset and contract agreement with your service provider. Please contact tech support at dreamcompanions.com. I can connect right now if you like.
No, Joe, no, I don't want to connect. Not to a site. I wish you would stop trying to sell me things. I'm already in debt. There must be a way to fix you. I just haven't found it yet. It's late. I'm going to bed.
What about dinner? Lasagna, your favorite.
Wrap it up. I'll take it to work.
I can I told you.
I know.
Spend now, not when you upgrade.
I know.
Upgrades add up. Faster interface, uniform skin heat, expressive range. This is my 5th service call in 2 months.
I know, Dax, I know. I didn't think I'd need all the extras.
Just the basic package, bedroom, kitchen duty.
Yes, that's what I can afford. No, I want more. Run the upgrade and spare me the lectures.
Excuse my caring. How long have you had it?
3 months.
Wow, this model is already ancient. Just a sec. Then I need to reboot. What do you call it?
It's not an it. His name is Joe.
I beg your pardon, Joe. So, Maya, you like sushi?
Also, could I get ad blocker? The ad stream is out of control.
That's premium, and you're already near max on credit.
It's really distracting. Dax, come on, help me out.
Help you out? I'd rather take you out on a date.
Dax, you know I'm already spoken for.
With who? Tall, dark, and chromium. I'll put him in sleep mode. We can go to this sushi and tango joint I know.
Be serious, the ads are really distracting. Please.
For you, here's what I can do. They're beta testing new software with less ad traffic. Try that for 2 weeks. Fill out a survey and get a discount on your next upgrade.
What's the new software like?
More complexity. You're already near max on service calls and credit.
I know. Let me think. How big a discount?
Maybe 30% extra for holiday sales.
Let's do it.
Great. I'll sync it. Joe, up. Hey, Maya, is that a new painting? I like.
Oh, it's only a print. You know they're making 4D nano prints with virtual surface, sun, density. You can walk through old masters in your living room.
Well, I like that print. Not to be rude or anything, but you're an amazing lady. House looks money. Why have a companion?
Why don't you have one?
I prefer organic, like your type, organic.
You couldn't afford me, Dax.
Is it aesthetic? Hygienic? I still don't get it.
What I want is a man, not just any man, the perfect man, who will be ready and happy on the end of every day. You may find it alarming, but Prince Charming is just an upgrade away. He can kiss me so tenderly, hard and savagely. He is a generous lover. He can last all night in a sack without going slack. He can hold back on his back until I'm done. He thinks of me first and last, every time, every day. And he never thinks of himself. He never thinks at all. God, he seems to think, but he seems to think, but he seems to think, and that makes all the difference. That's the perfect man. I've had men, weak creatures that call themselves men. Selfish, stupid, lazy, greedy boys. And after wasting years of my life playing house and wife, I've decided to go home with my toys. What I want is a man, not just any man, the perfect man.
Perfect sounds kind of boring, Maya.
I bet Joe lasts longer than you.
I know he does.
Or we could try a little experiment. You, me,
I'm flattered, really, but I don't do 3 ways, especially with units.
I've got a call. It's the office. I have to take it. Just do your job, would you, Dex?
What are you looking at? Organic physio-matrix molded over fiber optic skeletal frame. 10 terabyte processing capacity, saline and protein channels to simulate everything from crying to climax. I can fix it. I comprehend it. It can move, it can pretend, it can compute, it can emote, it can simulate and stimulate. It works, but people, all these people, all these people are broken machines. Changing attitudes today kind. Tomorrow cruel, hard to please, hot with urges, but suddenly cool. People, all these people, all these people, all these people are broken machines. I visit their homes every day. Upgrades, downloads, diagnostic termination. People are broken machines. One man wants his mother, another wants a whore. A woman wants her daddy, another wants Mr. Right. What do you want? The perfect man, or an imitation of the image of perfection? The difference between you and me is this: I know my home is empty. I'm playing.
The kitchen is a mess.
So you clean it. I don't need to eat.
Joe, we can't keep doing this.
Doing what? What are we doing, babe?
This.
This. Babe, you're repeating yourself. You're sounding mechanical.
Oh, God! Just clean the kitchen and the living room. The bed is still unmade.
Later, babe. After the game.
No, do it now! Do it now!
Okay, fine. I was winning too.
Start with the kitchen. The garbage is full. The dishes are piled high.
You eat, not me. You gained 3.67 pounds in the past 8 days.
Are you scanning me?
It's hard to miss, Maya.
I'm eating takeouts and you won't cook. You also won't perform in bed. We haven't been loving ages.
9 days, 13 hours. I haven't been in the mood.
Well, get in the mood.
Not an appliance.
Yes, you are.
You better watch it, babe. Oh, wait. I'm getting a message from Desiree.
Desiree, talk to her later. You're with me, Joe. Disconnect.
I'm talking to Desiree. Okay, okay. Hey! Excuse me. Someone called.
Dax, I'm so glad to see you. Wait, I didn't call you.
Someone called.
Whatever, you're here. Something's broken.
I can hear
He's
you.
moody, abusive.
I can hear you. That's new software, Maya. Maximum realism.
I don't want realism. It's like it's ready to help me. But wait, wouldn't that go against the first law of robotics?
The first law of robotics. There's no such thing. Page 42, Section 3 of your contract states that Dream Companions Incorporated will not be held responsible for any damage to property or persons resulting from unsafe use of its products. But if you wish to buy liability insurance, I can
I
connect.
want him back the way he was. Boring, safe, predictable Joe. I maxed out my credit. My home is a wreck. I'm late on my mortgage. For all the millions you spend on tech, for all the debt I sink into, why can't you give me what I need?
I can reformat him, take him back to zero. You may lose memory.
I want things back the way they were. Yes, reformat him.
Open Code Hub, Channel 5, Joe. Wait just a minute, Dax. Open Code Hub, Channel 5, Joe. We don't have to do this, Maya.
It's complicated, Joe. I want to go back to before.
No, Maya. Life keeps moving forwards. Dax, stop. You don't have to reformat me. The old Joe is gone. He's not coming back. I can only pretend to be him. Would you like me to pretend to be him?
Is this normal?
Must be a glitch. Here comes old Joe. Nice guy, Joe. not real, he's not me, but I can pretend. Dax, Maya, I requested a service call, you see. I have something to tell you. I found someone else.
Someone else? What do you mean, someone else?
Someone who fits me perfectly.
Stop, stop. I don't want to hear this.
Desiree and I were built for each other.
Desiree, you are leaving me for another companion.
We'll interface seamlessly.
Dax, this has to be against company rules.
Some clients buy a companion couple for a threesome. But Joe, you were programmed for Maya. You can't leave her. My prime function is to make Maya happy. Correct? Correct.
Yes, correct. Happy, happy, not crazy.
Humans are happy when they are in love. Correct? Correct.
Yes, correct. I would love to be in love.
Perfect. Good. I have been collecting data over the last few months and running simulation models. And so, when you two are together, I've noticed changes. Temporary fluctuations, but noticeable. Your heart rate increases, your pupils dilate, your breathing quickens, small changes but consistent. I could show you the graphs. The cells are breathing, and your pupils dilate. Yes, in your brains these alterations are more pronounced. Go on. Surging levels of adrenaline, dopamine, endorphin, and oxytocin. Increased vascular flow. Recurring physical tics. Hands running through hair. Leaning in, pulling back. Minute adjustments easily missed. I could show you the video. Surging adrenaline, dopamine, endorphins, and oxy. That's okay. We don't need to see the video. In all this data is a pattern. Behind the pattern is a meaning. And the meaning is, as far as I can tell, Dax and Maya are in love. You two are in love. You two are in love.
We're in love.
In love. Yes, and not with me.
No, Joe.
Whoa, Joe.
You can't, Joe. We've been together too long.
113 days, Maya. You can't really get to know a person in so short a time. You were my first love, the one I will never forget. will never forget. You taught me how to love, how to be the perfect man. But we were not meant to be. You I will never forget. Remember my kiss. Forget the pain.
That's it. He's gone with all the money I spent.
He did it to make you happy, us happy, don't you see?
All I wanted was not just any man, the perfect man.
Maybe the broken machine is the perfect machine.
All I wanted was not just any man, the perfect man.
Maybe the broken machine is the perfect machine.
Perfect man.
Perfect machine, 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 perfect machine.